Congratulations on getting picked up for his third season, first of all. Congratulations on season finale coming up.
Yeah, thanks. It's really. I mean, I think as an actor, the first thing is you just want a job, and you get the job, and then it's a pilot, and then you want it to get picked up, and then it gets picked up, and then you want a season 2 and a season 3, and I mean, we don't ever stop wanting. So this is it's awesome. It's great. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of the show. So between you and me, who does Jenna pick?
What's that?
Between you and me, who does Jenna pick?
Okay, now, you're not going to tell anyone, are you? This is just between you and I. Jenna makes a decision on a guy who she's going to be with.
Tease, I would say.
Dot.
I like that answer. So I was curious, what has been the most surprising part of being part of the show for you?
I think, I don't know if I would call it surprising, because I think as far as the response to the show, because, from reading the pilot and auditioning, and I mean, it was so brilliant, and such a different show. I mean, there's been a ton of teenage shows through the years, obviously, we all know that. But Awkward, there's something different about it. It has such a heart to it. And so, I don't know if I was surprised by the response from the audience, because we loved it as well. But it's been great to see that response, and I think honestly the best part is connecting with the fans on Twitter, at BDAV with 2 V's, BDAVV. But just, getting to interact with them and meet them and talk back with them and video chat with them. Shout out to the Watermelon crew. They know who they are. It's been so cool and really fun, and I don't know, I hope it never ends, really.
What can you tease about the season finale?
Well, there's a lot coming up. I can tell you that the season finale is action-packed. I think we answer a lot of questions. No car chases, no explosions. Not that kind of action, but it's definitely any questions that fans have, they're going to be answered, just like at the end of season 1. But I think a lot of those questions will lead to new questions. A lot of those answers will lead to new questions. So we'll have to see.
And if you had a magic pen and you could tell the writers to write whatever you wanted, what would it be?
If I could have a magic pen, maybe Jake and Maddie could, go to the shopping mall late one night, and then their friend Doc Brown speeds up in a DeLorean, and they have to go back to the year 1955 to make sure that Jake's parents get together in order for him to be born. Wait, this sounds familiar. No, honestly, the writers of the show are its #1 fans, and whatever they tell us to do, I'm in for, and I will do wholeheartedly.
What about a Back to the Future themed episode?
I would love that. I think maybe a crossover with Teen Wolf or something like that, maybe. Yeah, at least an arm wrestling competition or something. Well, those guys are pretty buff. They have their shirts off a lot. I don't know.
And one final question for you. If you could give Jenna an advice, what would it be?
I think for Jenna, she just needs to kind of follow her heart. Everyone's giving her all this advice, but just go with your gut. I think it's hard because I think, Maddie's such a great guy. Jake's such a great guy. I mean, sometimes I'm Team Maddie, when I'm watching an episode. No, sometimes I get swept up. I'm like, oh my God, because Bo, he does it so well. He's such a good actor. And so I would just tell her, follow your heart, because I think in high school we get caught up in what do other people want us to do, and you should just do what is true to yourself.